Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts and prepare your taste buds as we embark on a relentless journey through the kingdom of brews. Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
What's up, everybody? It's a Ginger Yeti, and once again, it's time to get in a beer at home. It's a cool, spring evening here in Cleveland, Ohio. I have another gift beer from Bucks County Beer Reviews from our beer tray we did. So this beer here is Ballentine XXX Ale. You can see here, Ballentine XXX. On the bottle it says America's largest selling ale. I don't know if that's true or not. If it is, that's pretty cool. There's not a lot on the bottle here. However, down here at the very bottom, it says P. Ballentine Sons, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And it's kind of surprising it says that. I guess that's an homage to the original brewery. So, P. Ballentine Sons Brewing was founded in 1840. And this is one of the oldest American brewed beers. However, in 1972, it was sold to Falstaff Brewing Corporation, and they ran it for a while, and then they ran into some financial trouble, and they sold it to Pabst in 1985. So Pabst has kind of owned the name since 1985, and has kind of brewed it off and on. Now, unfortunately, this is not the original recipe from 1840. Apparently, the recipe has been lost to the ages. Some researchers try to do some sort of chemistry to try to recreate it, but over the years, the recipe has changed several times. And in 2014 is when they made the current recipe. And again, apparently this current recipe is something that they strived really hard to try to get as close as possible to the original. But since they don't have the original recipe anywhere, it's lost. Who knows if that's actually the original. Still a cool beer to have. It's a really cool story. I never even knew about them until I was looking this beer up. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, again, who knows if this is actually the original or not. Of course, it's not a screw top. Get this one open. On Untapped, this gets a 2.93 with 4.4 thousand check-ins. Crown's kind of cool. On Beer Advocate, it gets a 72 OK with 344 check-ins. Now, on both those, a lot of these places, a lot of those apps and things aren't big fans of just straight up regular beer. So it doesn't surprise me. Both Untapped and Beer Advocate generally give normal, straight up beers low grades. Poured that out, and there's almost nothing to speak of for a head. Maybe a fingernail's worth at best. It's kind of a white head, but like I said, it's a fingernail's worth at best. And that is super crystal clear. That's going to be a 1 on the SRM. I can see right through that. And there's not a whole lot of carbonation in there. Kind of surprised at that. Guess I'm not going to smell much out of it either. A little bit of skunkiness. That Euro lager skunkiness. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Thanks again, Wayne. Appreciate it. Cheers, everybody. There is a little bit of skunkiness to the flavor. And I don't know if this bottle is old or not. I did read in the past that some brewers purposely do that. Rolling Rock's one of those examples where they purposely want their beer to taste kind of like that. And surprisingly, I don't like the skunky beers. Like Heineken, I think is terrible in a green bottle. I think it's good draft, but in a green bottle, I don't think it's that good. But surprisingly, this, I think that little bit of skunkiness works well with this beer. I mean, you get some of the maltiness, a little bit of skunkiness, kind of offsets the maltiness, the malty sweetness. That's a nice beer, actually. It's a nice ale. I don't think it gets the ratings. I don't think it deserves those ratings it gets on Untapped and Beer Advocate. I mean, I would give it up there in the lower to mid threes on Untapped. It's a horns up for me. I mean, I genuinely like this beer. This would be a good go-to beer if you want something easy to drink. Should have looked to see what the alcohol percentage was, and I screwed up and didn't look at that, and I don't see it on the bottle anywhere. But I'm guessing it's pretty low ABV. If I remember and I find it, I'll put it up there on the screen. Oh, here's a date. No. Well, it's a date code, but I can't read it. Doesn't really matter because I think it's a good beer. Again, thank you, Wayne. Appreciate it. Thank you. If you haven't checked him out yet, go check out Bucks County Beer Reviews. Does some amazing reviews. Big can collector. He has some awesome cans. Really enjoy seeing the cans he has. Maybe one day I'll have a can collection like that. Man, I don't need to start collecting other things like that. Well, excuse me. And with that, I'm going to let off with Embrace the Adventure. I quite like this.